Hello everyone, Ali is here from Safi Financial Network. Today is Sunday, 17th of April 2022. I'm coming back after 2 weeks absence because I was traveling to Iran, visiting the family. It was a great time there. And now I'm coming back to my regular desk and able to provide this weekly analysis moving forward. And sorry for the delay for the last 2 weeks. Alright, so before getting into the charts, I just want to show you the other indicators or charts. Then we can come back to the S&P 500 and analyzing the chart. Here is the AAII sentiment, which is pretty important that I'm showing to my students as well. I'm taking a look at this one almost every week. And here is the reading for the bears. Again, bearish people or bears are taking control by 48%, which is pretty close to the 1-year bearish high, which is 53%. And when we are getting to this reading, this shows people like retail investors for the next 6 months are bearish for the market. And usually this is contrary indicator. When the lots of people are getting bearish and this bearishness is happening while price is going down, usually that means the price is coming back up sharply after finding the bottom. But this is just a sentiment. This is not buy and sell signal. This is just help us. What's the sentiment in overall for the retail investors? All right. But we need to come up with a price action to see how this unfolds with price action. The interesting thing is we are 15% bullish. So if you just accumulate these neutral and bearish people, we are getting to almost 84% of people are not bullish, which is a substantial low. That's what I'm saying. When there are 15% or minority, like this is very close to absolute minority of people are getting bullish, this means the sentiment is very weak. And usually market bottom at the weak sentiment and market topped at the strong sentiment, which is bullish sentiment. And a market topped this is the highest bullish sentiment. Market topped at April 21st, 2021, and after that you can see the market goes down to almost 2-3 month consolidation or sideways, and then finding its way up to the upside again. But before that, market just topped at April 21st, 2021. And if you see the bottom here, so market just find its bottom, and in late February, early March, and in March find a bottom, and after that market went up to the decent size. So this again needs to come along with price action. We cannot take it as buy and sell signal. Here is another indicator that I'm looking at. This is put call ratio and weekly. And put call ratio means the number of put options divided by call option ratio. And whenever we hit this bottom, this is very interesting bullish, just because people are getting very negative, and lots of when we are hitting this line, this is very bearish. When we are hitting the sky here, this is very bullish. And the last time we just got here was January this year, 2022, and after that we had lots of volatility, and that was pretty significant indicator. Right now indicator shows a no man's land. Like, we cannot say this is buy or sell signal. We cannot say people are getting bullish or bearish. But if you're getting down there, that would be a significant top for the market, as we just hit 2 weeks ago. And if you're getting there here, that would be significant bottom. So right now we are in no man's land, and we can't say anything based on this. The last one is Fear and Greed by CNN. So this indicator is pretty nice. I just start looking at this indicator like 2 years now, and as you see here, this indicator shows we are at the neutral, sliding down to the fear side. And whenever we hit this fear side, the last time in March, I believe in March, late March, we hit a 17, which is extreme fear, and that's how market find it bottom. And as you see here, the market momentum is now at extreme fear based on this line, which is 25-day moving average on S&P 500. And whenever we are below this, this shows extreme fear and stock price strength. Again, the description is down here, but a new 50-week high and low based on NYSE, which is Dow Jones, and lots of New York Stock Index, and there are lots of stocks are hitting 52-week low compared to high, which is pretty significant, and that shows that we are at the extreme fear or almost fear at this stage of the game. So right now we are experiencing a fearful sentiment, and based on AAII we are very bearish. We have very bearish sentiment. But how about the charts? Are we that dangerous that sentiment shows, or we are just in a corrective move? Let's go to the chart. Okay, let's go to S&P 500. Here's the weekly chart, and as you see here, we found the bottom on March low here, and previously on the February 19th week, we find the absolute bottom for the market here based on this correction. And after that, we just hit a higher low, and then this doji along with this confirmation gives us a sell signal, and this one is coming down. And where are we now based on this? We are kind of into this important area, which is 42.88. I would say that would be very, very strong line here, just because whenever we hit this line, buyers are coming back up again and just buying stocks here. And here's the line again for the neckline. If we call it as a neckline for this head and shoulder, we are going to test this neckline here. So the initial support, I would say he is here, exactly here, 43.72. And the interesting thing is market just reacting. This is just the pre-market and weekly, so we should wait for this week. And also the lots of earnings are coming for this week. Bank of America, AMD, and lots of Wells Fargo, and lots of big financials are coming. Earnings are coming this week, so that is going to be lots of volatility into the market. And also I just want to say this week is very, very important for the market. Why? Because the sentiment is very bearish, and this price action needs to come back, and reversal needs to happen this week. Otherwise, that would be very, very negative for the market. If sentiment goes down and market price is going down as well along with sentiment, that would be very bearish. And I would say look at this line 41.76, and the most important one 41.25. If we get close below any of these lines, that would be, I would say, the end of the bull run for the market, and we are hitting another extensive correction probably to this area, which is 36 and 3700. But right now we are far away from that one, and we can't say we are going down there. But I would say if we close below this line, that would be very, very bearish, because sentiment is going to give momentum to the price going down. But right now sentiment is working for us in a bull side, and this needs to come with price action. All right, so let's go to the daily chart. A daily chart is very important just because this is my wave count, and this is a trend line for the RSI. And as you see here, I just pointed out this to my members, and this is going to be a RSI level, and we kind of looking for a trend line is acting as a support here for the RSI. So we can say probably we are at the beginning of the reversal for the market. And here is the thing. This is 50% retracement for S&P 500, which is could be important level. But here is the wave 2 count, which I had it before. This is the initial wave 1, and this could be stretched down to this area, which is 4270, 4308. That would be end of the correction, I would say, for S&P 500, and that could be a 61 to 69% retracement to the Fibonacci. But right now we are at 50%, and that would be a good support as well. But here is the wide range bar, and this wide range bar can act as like a buying area, and this retracement to 61.8 retracement, that would be a nice reversal as well, a buying point. If we just have a reversal here around this area, from here 4270 to this area like 4371, this 100-point area, that would be a reversal. If we see a reversal coming along with the sentiment that I showed you earlier in this video, then we can see an upside move, probably to the new all-time high or pretty close to the all-time high, which is 4783. That would be definitely a target for me if we have a reversal here. But after that, I'm not sure, but this could be a very nice reversal, and I'm hoping so, just because these moving averages are not good, and they are kind of like acting as a resistance here. So when we have a resistance around 45.20, that would be another probably going down to the next wave. So if we have reversal, look at this level as well. So in any potential reversal, look at this area as a first target. So we should clean out this area. So just imagine after reversal, we should clean out this level, and then we can go out to 4783. Otherwise, that is going to be a dead cat bounce and probably another spike down, and we can say coming to this level as well. So this is my take for S&P 500, and probably we are going to see a reversal and then coming back down and then going up to this area. So let's wait for this week. If this happens, reversal happens this week, that's going to be lifesaver for the market. But if it goes down and take out all these levels, then that would be very bearish sign for the market. Also, I just want to show you something which I tell my members, but I just want to show you. This is a pretty nice reverse head and shoulder is forming. But again, for the reversal head and shoulder, we need to see reversal on the right shoulder. Otherwise, it's just lower high and then going down to the lower low. So we should wait and see to see how things are going to be unfold for S&P 500. The next one is going to be Nasdaq, and Nasdaq is having the same setup. Oh, this is early chart. Let me go to weekly chart. And here is, all right, so here is the Nasdaq, and Nasdaq having the same setup. However, Nasdaq is more bearish compared to S&P 500. And as you see here, Nasdaq is pretty close to the March low, but S&P is there, Nasdaq is there. So if you go to momentum, you see that momentum wise, we are showing still in a bearish momentum MACD, but for the RSI, and nothing there. I just want to show you something interesting that it doesn't show up in this chart. Probably it was in daily when I was checking out. Yeah, so here's the RSI. Sorry, here's the MACD. MACD shows a very nice hidden divergence to the upside. So again, if we put a Fibonacci retracement here from this low, which is here, all the way up to here, so we are at 61.8% Fibonacci and pretty close to the 69. So I would say, if you remember S&P, we were up here, but Nasdaq is coming down, stretching down there. So this can be a buying area for Nasdaq. That's what I'm saying. So this is going to be a buying area. Even we can stretch down to 13,428, 13,428. That would be a good setup for buying area, and I trigger buying area as a daily chart. That would be very nice buying setup, and I'm just waiting for a reversal happening in a 4 hour chart and an hour chart as well. So just again the same setup. If we have a reversal, then we can go let me just zoom in again. If we have reversal, then we can go up all the way to 16,153 or 16,428. That would be an upside target for the Nasdaq. Next one is Dow Jones Industrial, and Dow Jones is pretty interesting just because Dow Jones doesn't have a crazy retracement like S&P or so. Just because energy and financials are doing good with Dow Jones Industrial on, Dow Jones can be probably setting up for the new high. I would say this is the strongest index among the other ones, and if you call Dow Jones is the strongest one, I would say Nasdaq and Russell would be the weaker one, but this one is pretty nice, and right now we are forming a nice, I would say, a bull flag, and that could be a nice opportunity for long. And even the retracement is coming down just pretty tiny. It's not just coming down like S&P and Nasdaq. It's just a consolidation, right? So it's kind of like a consolidation within this flag, and if we take out this flag to the upside, I would say, let me give you a tip. If we take out this, then we can go all the way up to, just put on my Fibonacci here again, that's my tool, and we can go all the way up to here, like a 36,140, 36,407. That would be a nice area for the upside. So I'm gonna just put this rectangular here just because these lines are enough for me. So just watch it out. And also the momentum wise, just want to show you something interesting. Momentum wise is giving us a bullish signal, like that could be a reversal, bull reversal pattern within this flag, and still we are above this trend line that we break through, consolidation coming down, and then we can go tag to another one to 36,000 area, and that would be a nice signal for Dow Jones. So I would say Dow Jones is the strongest one, and definitely don't want to short it. And also I can say Dow Jones can set up for new all-time high before the other stocks as well, if there is a new all-time high is coming this year, which I assume so. So Russell 2000, Russell, despite of the other indexes going all the way up and getting to this area, Russell didn't have strong momentum going up to this area, and it's coming down, and basically Russell is in consolidation mode, and this consolidation movement is not good for Russell just because we are in downtrend in a bigger time frame. If you go to the bigger time frame, here is the weekly chart, and as you see here, this wide range bar, you see this wide range bar, we are just consolidating within this wide range bar, and also this bullish pattern fails just because of this red bar, and right now we are consolidating within that red bar. So it's kind of like a week. I would say Russell is poised and setting up for a downside move, probably to this area. And I would say 1858 would be a definite possibility, and also 1780 would be a strong possibility for the downside target. So let me just put a box here. So for those ones who have Russell, just be careful on that, just because when we take out this pivot, probably this one is going down all the way to here, and find out probably let's say intermediate bottom here, but I'm not sure that's going to be a final bottom, but that would be the important one, just because we are going to to test this high in 2018. All right, so just be careful on the Russell, just because it is not strong pattern at all in weekly chart, and as I said, in daily chart we didn't have any good momentum like the other indexes, because the other indexes going all the way up, even 61% Fibonacci, they just retraced from the high. But here's the Russell, even we didn't get to 50%. We just pierced through 38% and then coming back down. So Russell is weak. Definitely Russell is weak, and we don't wanna just take a position on the weak side, just because we don't know exactly if you would be a winner or not. All right. So here's the trend line right there. So just be careful on the Russell. All right. So here is the weekly analysis. If you like our video, please hit the like button. And if you have any question, as always, put your questions on the chat box down there, and I will reply back ASAP. Have a great week. Just be careful on this week. We have lots of earnings coming and lots of volatility, and this week would be very, very important for the market in overall. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.